It's an affidavit sworn by Chief Inspector Daniel Ntabo, sworn on the 24th of August.
Sworn by Chief Inspector
Daniel Ntabo. Your Honor, there are several reasons. The first one being that the respondent is considered as a flight risk. A look at the totality of the affidavit shows that the respondent is a Chinese national who was previously domiciled in Uganda and has no any local ties whatsoever. The affidavit shows that it is said he worked in Uganda at the complainant's company, and there is no link whatsoever to Kenya. Hence, this increases the risk of him absconding before the extradition proceedings are heard and determined. Your Honor, secondly, the offenses for which the respondent is charged are serious in nature, as we've referred to paragraph 2, 4, 6, 12, and 23.
paragraphs
2, 4, 6, 12, and 23 of the affidavit. That shows the nature of this particular offense, which involves 30 counts of forgery, contrary to section 319 and 324 of the Penal Code of Uganda, and 1 count of theft. It is clear there are colossal amounts of money involved. Which is about 8.6 billion Uganda shillings.
8 point.
A total of 4.534 billion 533 million 379, about 4.5 billion Uganda shilling. These are huge amounts of money, coupled with the fact that the evidence so far gathered, as reflected in the affidavit, shows that the respondent could have been responsible for the same, and hence the likelihood of absconding. Your Honor, you'd note from the record, as I conclude, from the record, the respondent is yet to file any affidavit to show his ties to the local jurisdiction, and no information has been availed to this court to show that he will turn up for hearing in the unlikely event he's granted bail. And therefore would be objecting to his release on bail. We rely on the bail bond policy guideline that provides for conditions that court should assess in determining whether he is entitled to bail, whether he's subject to be granted bail by this honorable court. Your Honor, just one concluding I had forgotten to mention, that is specifically paragraph 9 of the affidavit. It shows that the respondent, prior to him coming to Kenya, he had traveled to several jurisdictions prior to his arrest at JKIA. And we've attached copies of entries on his passport, which shows that he had traveled to a number of countries. And this clearly shows that he is a flight risk. We therefore pray that he be denied bail as at this point, till the hearing and determination of the extradition proceedings. We so pray.
So, Your Honor,
I forgot to mention also the East African Treaty, that the protocol on security that provides for exchange of fugitives.
which treaty?
East African Treaty.
Yes, Mr. Madenge.
Your Honor, the main reasons adduced for denying bail to the respondents, in summary, have been identified as being a flight risk and the gravity of the offences. Your Honor, I humbly submit that the alleged grounds are merely speculative, as the prosecution has not adduced any facts showing that the respondent is indeed at flight risk. The mere possession of a passport, foreign nationality, previous travel or seriousness of the allegations should not in any way establish that the respondent is a flight risk. The respondent is in possession of a valid business visa, that is right, for Kenya. He has previously resided in the country, specifically apartment number B5 Block B, Liberia Court.
Yes, just repeat, yes, previously.
Resided in apartment B5 Block B,
Apartment B5.
Block B, Liberia Court, along George Padmore Road in Kilimani. There's nothing that has been shown by the prosecution that at the point of his arrest, he attempted to conceal his identity, or that he was trying to avoid any criminal proceedings. The respondent is willing to subject himself to the court's directions on bail or bond, including but not limited to depositing his passport in the possession of the court, reporting to a police station until the extradition proceedings are heard to their final conclusion, and furnishing the court with proof of his residence. The mere existence of extradition proceedings should not in itself be a bar for granting bail, Your Honor. It is on those points that I humbly request the court to consider our bail application.
Your Honor, just a brief rejoinder. From what my colleague has submitted on residence, you've not been provided with any document whatsoever to show if at all that apartment even exists, or whether there is even a tenancy agreement of some sort or a lease agreement. There is nothing at all that this court has been provided. This is purely evidence from the bar, which has not countermanded or has not contradicted the prosecution's averment in the affidavit. We therefore pray that the respondent be denied bail.
Okay, he'll come back on next week on Thursday. Thursday, 3rd of September.
That is third.
Yes. At midday. At midday.
Your Honor, we pray that be remanded at industrial prison. He has previously been with Iga, and it's becoming difficult for the police to protect him. So we pray that he be remanded at industrial prison.
Your Honor, I believe the respondent has been in custody at Iga, and for the past 13 days, it will be his wish if he will continue being remanded at Iga, considering that he's a foreign national.
So the respondent will be remanded at industrial area, remand prison.
E270 of 2024, Odeko Chengo, Hezekiah Bundi,